Before we start, please watch my previous video. The link will be in the description.
Wow, I did not expect Mattea to lose this soon. Out of the 4 double-digit winners in season 38 of Jeopardy, I spoil 3 losses for myself. Mattea, Jonathan Fisher, and now Mattea Roach. As I was looking for more comments about the most shocking upset in the history of Jeopardy, I came across a short video posted at 1:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time titled, "Spoiler Alert, Jeopardy Canadian contestant Mattea Roach, she lose by $1 Final Jeopardy." Danielle's face in the thumbnail suggests she won, so I went through the rest of the day thinking, okay, cool, she lost. Yeah. I wasn't excited that she lost. I was just thinking, all right, I spoiled it for myself for the 3rd time. Might as well check out the game. Mattea Roach returned for her 24th game on Jeopardy. She won a 23-day total of $560,983, a score I didn't keep track of because this is the 9th time she won somewhat by luck. This time, it was by pure luck as it was the most shocking upset in the history of the show. Ken Jennings' introduction was, our 23-year-old champion Mattea Roach is now a 23-day Jeopardy winner after pulling off a thrilling come-from-behind victory in Final Jeopardy, surprising no one more than Mattea herself. She was so sure her number was up that she even wrote down the words, "If this is it, I had fun," alongside her correct response to Citizen Kane in Final Jeopardy. A film I still wish was never made. The clip was shown, which I would normally play. Frankly, I don't want to see that clip any more than I have to. Ken concluded, "It might have been fun, but it certainly wasn't it, and you're back again today to defend as champion against Betsy and Danielle. Another ladies' night." Once again, he made it about her age, which is why I secretly hoped she'd lose the previous game. Actually, now that he brought it up, I remember there was a Final Jeopardy category called Singers. The question was, in 2021 at age 95, this singer achieved a Guinness World Record for the oldest person to release an album of new material. Returning champion Finn Corrigan answered Diana Ross when the answer was Tony Bennett. Ken told him, "No, I mean, to be fair, you're only 75 years younger than Tony Bennett." Meanwhile, Mattea is 57 years younger than Citizen Kane and 83 years younger than Orson Welles, the director of Citizen Kane. Sarah looks like she's in her mid-30s. I'm not going to try to guess her age. Yeah, it's not gentlemanlike to guess a lady's age. Sorry once again, Sarah. I'm apologizing to you in 2 videos in a row. This preamble's certainly been longer than it needed to be, so let's get into the game. Mattea was on a streak before the first commercial break. Danielle's the author of 2 novels. The first one took 14 years to write, and the other took 9 months. I tried looking up these novels, especially since I wanted to promote them here, and I can't find them. Hey Danielle, is it okay if I review your books on this channel once I find them? I don't think she'll ever see this video. He was a marvelous writer, publisher, and co-creator of such superheroes as Spider-Man and the Incredible Hulk. The answer was, "What is Stan Lee?" which Mattea answered correctly. I'm reminded of when there was another Spider-Man question in Mattea's 16th game. Actually, now that I brought that up, Ken mentioned not a Spider fan. Yet, wouldn't Mattea need to be a Spider fan to know who the author is? Or is that common out? Actually, never. I also wondered, out of all the characters Stan Lee created, why specifically those 2? Actually, now that I'm taking a look at this question again, I just remembered Paul Soles to the voice for Spider-Man and the Hulk in the 60s, which I mentioned when I posted that video eulogizing him.
He was the voice of the very first Spider-Man cartoon, and Hermie in the animated film Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer. Souls would later do the voice of several Marvel characters such as the Incredible Hulk and other characters in the universe throughout the 60s. Rest in peace, Paul Souls, you kind soul.
Drop the ist from a word for boxer, and you have this type of padded stick used to simulate fighting with bayonets. After Mattea answered, "What is pugil?" and got it right, she added, "I learned something new today." A comment I found kind of funny, I guess. Because doesn't she learn something new every day by answering the questions? Or wouldn't she have needed to know all this to answer the questions, therefore learning a lot of things simultaneously on the same day? One type of the biodegradable S-shaped items, called packing these, is made of cornstarch. After Mattea answered, "What are packing peanuts?" she added, well, we gotta go back to computer glossary. Danielle got the first daily double. I wanted to say this all my life. True daily double, please. I think she's the 4th or 5th player to say that this season. She looked a bit puzzled, got it right, and went to $5,600. I was looking at the question and blacking out too. Porta sul retro is Italian, and I was trying to think of words in Spanish that came close to retro, so I wouldn't have guessed back door. Just the door part. Now I know why retro exists in English, so like Mattea, I learned something new today. Mattea had the first round and her score going down to $7,800. Danielle was in second place at $5,600, and Betsy was in third place at $200. Single and double Jeopardy sometimes consist of 2 separate categories that form a phrase. In this case, it was foreign and affairs. Obviously, a play on foreign affairs.
Let's go affairs for 400.
I love how seductive Betsy sounded when she had to select the category. I wonder what if it was Danielle or Mattea in third place and they had to select foreign affairs, or if they would have even chosen to do that, especially in the seductive voice. Mattea began a streak a couple questions before she got the first daily double in Double Jeopardy. She did 3,000. In a series of videos where I said, this is the easiest daily double, this one is particularly easy for me because I know French. One island is the Lesser Antilles, is Antigua. Another is this, named from French for eel after its shape. What is Anguilla? That took her to $13,600. Mattea continued her streak.
Y tu mamá también.
By the way, Ken, it's pronounced y tu mamá también. He was able to pronounce so many words and phrases so well in other episodes in Mattea's run. Danielle got the second daily double in Double Jeopardy. Ken told her to think about it. Think about this, Danielle. She waited $5,000, barely got it right in the nick of time, and went to $12,200. Now it's a game. It's a 500-year anniversary. How did they not get quincentennial? Maybe I just knew it because of my Elizabethan obsession, which I mentioned 500 times. One per year for 500 years. The 2600 video computer system for gaming with which to select color or black and white TV. After Mattea answered, what is Atari? Ken told her, yeah, that takes me back. I'm surprised the question didn't include that it was also a 5200 computer system and a 7800 computer system. Actually, if they did that, I think they'd also have to include Atari, name their consoles after cats, like the Atari Jaguar and the Atari Lynx. So it's no wonder they included the 2600. Betsy had a Double Jeopardy winning $7,400. Danielle was in second place at $11,400, and Mattea was in the lead at $19,200. The final Jeopardy category was USA. The question was, these 2 mayors gave their names to a facility built on the site of an old racetrack owned by Coca-Cola magnate A.S.A. Candler. My guest star Laurel and Hardy. That's a reference for you, Ken. I already mentioned I had it spoiled. I looked at the results before Final Jeopardy and thought, how does she lose? Usually in a difficult question like this, Mattea would be the only one to get the correct response. Well, the answer was Hartsfield and Jackson, which Danielle was the only one to answer correctly. Yes, the namesake of the Atlanta airport. Obviously for a Georgia native, maybe that's not so hard, but remember, these questions are written months in advance and assigned randomly to games before we even know who the contestants are. Maybe I would have known if I ever saw a live taping of Family Feud, which is filmed in Atlanta, Georgia. That's the second time this week Ken had to remind us this. The first was when the lyrics to Oh Canada were in the Final Jeopardy question earlier this week. And you know what? Mattea mentioned she learned French in New Brunswick. New Brunswick was the answer to one of the daily doubles Mattea got last week, and the only daily double she got this game, the answer was eel in French. Even in her first game, the answer was Nova Scotia. So as random as it is, it's quite amazing how eerily coincidental it happened these past 2 weeks. All that being said, Danielle wagered $4,200, taking her final score to $15,600. Mattea answered, who are Churchill and Downs, IDK? I remember when Andrew Raffner's answer was, what is IDK, LOL? Mattea didn't seem as sure she would have lost compared to the previous episode. Ken asked if she wagered more than $3,600. She risked $3,601, taking her score down to $15,599, losing by a single dollar. Somehow I saw her losing by a single dollar coming her way. Look at the reactions of Betsy and Danielle after they found out Mattea's answer was incorrect, and she lost by $2. I like how all 3 ladies seem to have had the same reaction when they found out Mattea lost. Listen to how hard Danielle laughs.
99. Danielle Maurer with $15,600. You are a new Jeopardy champion.
I'd play it again if I wasn't so worried about copyright. Finally, a runner-up player before Final Jeopardy I don't feel bad for. Finally, a runner-up. Oh, I already said that. Danielle became a 2-day Jeopardy champion before losing on the Final Jeopardy category, live music. An answer which I got right out of pure luck. She lost to Mallory, who looks like Mary Steenburgen. The one champion whose age we're constantly reminded of wins the amount of games her age. Now, I do have a lot more to say about this, and hopefully for me, there isn't another super champion I have to keep track of. So tune in for part 2, where we take a look at the aftermath of Mattea Roach's loss.
And as always, thank you for watching.